greetings and welcome everyone to this news video. I am the Ninjaneer, and the topics we're covering today are as follows. I was wrong about that. July update, a Telo video, Sandy Munro and a small YouTuber, interview with Elaphe, and what are Fisker owners doing? Let's get started. So first things first, I was incorrect with respect to whether or not I believed that Aptera would be able to get an all-wheel drive version out as their launch vehicle. They have confirmed that they are going with the EMR3 drivetrain, which is a Vitesco motor that is in several EVs today. It is going to be a front-wheel drive as a result of that single motor in the front. Yeah. It is a thing that happened. Yeah, so even though I would have loved to see all-wheel drive, it is okay that they are going with a not all-wheel drive version to get to production faster. I think that that is a route that they should cultivate because it is the fastest way to production. Production will cement the company in ways that they are not currently cemented, and they will start making money beyond the partnership deals that they've done with their solar technologies. So I can't wait to see how the performance of the vehicle is changed by this adjustment. And yeah, man, I'm okay with being wrong if it gets to production sooner. So yeah. So Aptera's July update was a very enlightening experience. It talked about their EMR3 drivetrain change. They also talked about the fact that it ensures the change ensures their delivery, well, their ability to deliver in 2025. Yeah, it's a highly integrated voltage axle. Yeah, long story short, it's got a lot of stuff smushed into a very small package. So it fits with Aptera's ethos of being small and compact and lightweight. I am hearing that with all of the things considered with the changes in drivetrain and the need for axles and things like that, the weight shouldn't be very different. Yeah, so Aptera is still going to be light, Aptera is still going to be fun to drive, and it is going to be simpler, I suppose, when it comes to putting it together, because putting one motor together and into a vehicle is easier than putting three in, regardless of the type of motor, or so I assume. So yeah, it's very good that they're getting that together. And that they will still be able to get their vehicle out in 2025. Telo Trucks put out a new video basically talking about, well, the title says it all, the suspension, the service, and the safety. The video itself was very, very fun and upbeat. It assuaged a lot of concern that I had, specifically when it came to the service aspect. They're going to be more right to repair-y than Tesla or many other automakers that are venturing into EVs, so that's a good thing. Yeah, the video overall was pretty good. I would say if you haven't already looked at it, go ahead and check it out. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So a channel by the name of Robin EV got the opportunity to interview Sandy Munro. Sandy Munro is a gentleman who I believe needs no introduction. He is a very prolific and very honest engineer who has worked in the automotive industry for many, many years. The insights that he gave about legacy automakers and how they are doing and why they are doing the things that they're doing and how it is hampering their progress, it was wonderful. I would say check it out. The aspects of the interview that they discussed were very comprehensive. The interview questions themselves were very good. Yeah, just generally speaking, it was a good interview, and it was by a small channel. Let's go small channels. He has a few more subscribers than I do, but I still consider him a small channel because I consider myself a small channel. So anyway, yeah, long story short, he's done a good interview, and I would say check it out. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about today is an interview with Elaphe done by the Apterasolar channel. That is the European version of Aptera Owners Club, or at least that's how I interpreted them. Essentially, they did an interview with Elaphe Motors, and the first thing that they put up in the video is the thing that I want to discuss when it comes to Elaphe and Aptera. It basically says here that while Elaphe continues to support Aptera's mission, we have been focused on working with multiple legacy OEMs as they begin to adapt this new technology. Newcomers like Aptera are important clients in pushing technological and time-to-market boundaries. Elaphe's custom-designed in-wheel hub motors were intended for the Aptera powertrain due to their inherent efficiency and enablement of advanced powertrain architecture. In 2022, Elaphe completed the development of the motors and achieved the anticipated results, demonstrating performance and efficiency of this cutting-edge technology. Despite the impressive performance of the hub motors, Aptera has decided to adopt an already mass-produced legacy e-axle system for the front wheels. This decision is aimed at ensuring timely integration and cost-effectiveness, while considering the hub motor as an option for the rear wheels and in all-wheel drive Aptera models. So, I was not entirely wrong in my assessment of what I believed would happen, but I was wrong about the timeline. More or less, my thought process was that they would have the Elaphe motor in the back starting out like just as the launch vehicle to make all-wheel drive possible. That is not where they decided to go, because I think integrating both of those systems and making them talk to each other and doing the torque vectoring and all that kind of crazy stuff, it seemed like a lift that was too heavy for the Aptera team at this time, which is fine. It is okay, because it is going to get them into production sooner to have that EMR3. I am very, very keen on getting my Aptera as soon as possible, regardless of the drivetrain, so I am glad that they made the decision that gets them there the fastest. Now, it does seem to say here that they plan on putting a motor in the rear. I'm assuming after they've ironed out those programming and communication kinks with those two motor systems. So yeah, we'll see how it goes in the future, but I cannot wait to get my Aptera, so it does not matter to me what drivetrain it has. Even though I would have preferred an all-wheel drive system, I am okay with a front-wheel drive, because front-wheel drive still performs very well in the snow and things of that nature. So I am not sure how I made that noise. So yeah, I am going to just get myself a good set of snow tires, and yeah, probably be just fine until the all-wheel drive version comes out. Alright, so we're going to talk about this article by the Los Angeles Times. Fisker went bankrupt. Here's what buyers are doing about it. This article was actually very fascinating all the way through, but what I'm going to talk about specifically is what the drivers of a now bankrupt EV company are doing to maintain their vehicles and make sure that their vehicles will drive long into the future. The first point here, this gentleman says, the gentleman in question, let me see, is a 62-year-old manufacturing and supply chain consultant. They did not give his name because he probably wished to remain anonymous. But anyway, he says, going back to February, it's been very difficult to obtain, even before bankruptcy, any type of service from Fisker. Yeah, so that's, it is sad to see in a way that Fisker did not have good supply chains and good, good service chains and things like that put into place. but the fact that these guys are trying so hard to make it happen is pretty neat. So anyway, with a long career in tech, Rosito hasn't been one to sit around. He's banded together with other ocean buyers from the Fisker Owners to form the Fisker Owners Association to advocate for their interests it now boasts more than 3,000 members. So the first thing that Fisker owners did, oh goodness gracious. So the first thing that Fisker owners did was to go ahead and make a Fisker Owners Association. Yeah, so they came together, they grouped up, they became a unit. More people working together is better than less people working together, as we probably all know. The next thing that they did was they hired an attorney to advocate for their interests in the Chapter 11 restructuring proceedings playing out in the U.S. bankruptcy court in Delaware. The startup sought bankruptcy protection after it was unable to reach a deal with a major automotive company or other strategic partner before running out of cash to pay its debts. The association's primary focus includes ensuring service and a steady supply of parts, ongoing access to internet cloud software important for running the car, as well as getting the outstanding recalls resolved and receiving some consideration for the vehicle's warranty. So basically they're fighting for all of the things that will keep their vehicles running and on the road, so that their vehicles don't just become a very expensive paperweight, more or less. So yeah, that's the things that they are doing. It says that basically they have where is it? Where is the thing that I was going to say? Okay. It says that they've got most of that stuff together, the parts buying, the long-term parts buying and things like that are things that they're still working out and that they're very close to getting done. However, the association will need to work out its access to Fisker's cloud software, since the purchase agreement covers only American Lease's own vehicles. So yeah, essentially they have a situation where they have parts put together. It said somewhere else in the article that they have warehouses where parts were being produced for Fisker and being stored. They are trying to get access to those parts, and they're very close to doing that. They are also trying to get access to Fisker's software, which is apparently proving to be more difficult. So yeah, that is what Fisker owners are doing now that Fisker is bankrupt. They're basically fighting to make sure that their vehicles stay operational, and they have the ability to fix them if they so happen to break. Alright, that will be all for this particular video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Ninjaneer. Please do all of the YouTubey things, the likings, the subscribings, the sharings, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Oh yeah, one more quick side note before I get out of here. Aptera, sorry, not Aptera Owners Club, wow. So the Drive the Lightning channel has been doing a lot of really fantastic videos. I just wanted to throw that out there because they are talking about a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about, and it's kind of becoming a situation where, like, it doesn't necessarily make sense to talk about them if they're talking about the same things I'm talking about. I don't know. So I'm going to try and make sure that I'm talking about all the channels that are doing very interesting work when it comes to keeping you guys up to date on EV news. I've been looking into a lot of smaller channels and things like that to make sure that I'm, first of all, that I'm getting all of the stories that I care about covering, and then also that I'm making it a point to highlight other channels that are trying to make it in the YouTube world. So yeah, just stay tuned for that stuff. I'll try and make sure that I'm keeping up to date with the smaller channels, because what I learned from that smaller YouTuber doing the Sandy Munro interview is there's a lot of little well-made nuggets tucked away that I need to, you know, find and share with you guys, because yeah, it's just different places to go for different types of content. So anyway, that's actually it for this video. Thank you guys so much. Catch you guys next time.